Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of News Analysis. If you're just joining us for the first time on this channel, we specially welcome you. On this episode, we're going to be discussing about the human rights lawyer and activist, Farotimi. Now, on this episode, Farotimi has come out to reaffirm his stance on the non-violence while addressing criticisms about his position on indigenous rights and self-determination. Responding to a Twitter comment on which he was accused of talking about Nnamdi Kanu and suggested that he focus on legal statements and other civil rights issues, Farotimi defended his position with a clear statement. Now, there's this Twitter user in the person of Nonso K96346206 and plenty other numbers like that accused Farotimi of speaking against Nnamdi Kanu. So he came out to defend himself, being the activist he is and being the outspoken person he is. According to his reply, he said, "When have you ever heard of me endorsing anything other than a non-violent path? That I do not agree with a man's prescription for a diagnosis, with which I do not disagree, does not mean that I would approve of his oppression or condemn his chosen method. It is for Ndibo to decide on the best way forward. It is not for me, a Yoruba man, to say. He is as much a victim of Nigeria as all of us." So what Farotimi is saying here is that if the people of Ndibo want to make a decision, that's their decision to make. The highest he can do is give a comment when he sees that there is a violent path taken. He said a Yoruba man like him has nothing to say or has nothing to do in regard to this case. He's just an activist. The highest he can do is give his own opinion. But he's a Yoruba man and he does not have a say in these affairs. This Lagos State-based lawyer and activist further emphasized the importance of self-determination, stating that it is for these Ndibo people to decide on the best way forward. A Yoruba man like him may not have so much to do or so much input to add. Highest is to come on Twitter, give one or two comments. But if they want to fight and if they are determined, then they can fight for themselves. Now, this exchange highlights ongoing discussions about regional autonomy and self-determination in Nigerian political discourse, with Farotimi maintaining his position of respecting indigenous people's rights to choose their path while advocating for non-violence in conflict resolution. So netizens came out to say, that Chinonso Okafor of a guy, you must be an Osu for you to come out and say rubbish and you don't even know what you are saying. Another netizen say, Chinonso Okafor, is your head correct? Are you okay? How could you in your wildest imagination accuse Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist? Since you don't know who you are, who your enemies are, you are a very big fool. I'm not sure you're an Igbo man, Sef. You are one of those enemies of Igbos and terrorists using Igbo name on their page to condemn Igbos. God will expose you. Another one said, it's only men of wisdom devoid of ethnocentrism that come out to say this kind of rubbish. This one said, Peter Obi should slap this guy and remove him from Labour Party. This one said, turn by turn to trend. Obasanjo has rested over inspection of refineries. Obi has gone to sleep after fake news on grid collapse. Now Dele is trending on Biafra. Who is next? This Nigeria where everybody even want to talk safe. What's your comment on this? What do you think? Drop it in the comment section below so we can know your comments on this. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, do so you can get current notifications.